Hey guys, I'm Tim.
And I'm Bob.
And this is the Board Game Rundown, and today we're going to do a review of Eschaton, this very dark deck building game about the end of the world. Armageddon's coming. It is. We know it is. It's somewhere in the bottom of that deck, somewhere in the last three cards. Armageddon's coming, and we are Cultists rapidly trying to curry favor with the Dark One by spreading the word, in these final days. And by doing that, we're taking our deck of cards, and we are on our turn. We're gonna play all of them, right? You draw 5 cards, you play them, and you're gonna basically resolve them in the stats. So at the top there is Zeal. That's gonna let you, for every one you have there or more, you're gonna draw that many cards from the top of your deck and put them into play. This could trigger more zeal, right?
All zeal.
So good. So good. So you can do that. Then once you've done that, you're going to move down to the next stat, and you've got divination. So there's this huge deck of Arcana cards, right? You're going to draw whatever your number is. If it's 2, you're going to draw 2, and you're going to keep 1. If you have the Scour ability, that's going to let you keep extra cards, depending on what that number is. But you're going to draw X amount of cards, you're going to keep 1 of them, and then you're going to put the rest on the bottom of the deck. The one you keep does go to your discard pile, and then you move on next to your influence. That is going to allow you to buy cards from the Conclave here. This is a fixed market. So all of these cards are available. So there are different sorts of cultists that you can buy here, and when you buy them, you initiate them into your cult. They go to your discard pile, and you add them. There are power cards you can use, like a Plague, March, Curse, and Dispel. Plague is super mean. You put a Plague token somewhere on the map, it stays there until there are no cubes left. So at the beginning of a player's turn, they're going to remove 2 of their cubes off of that spot. So super nasty. March is going to let you move a cube you control to an adjacent territory on the round map, and they can only march once a turn. So it's kind of a sneaky way to get to move your cubes an extra
spot, yeah.
Because and then there's also Curse, which if you spend the influence, you put a curse on somebody, it gives them a -1 influence until they get rid of it. And then there's Dispel. You can use that to get rid of a curse out of your play area, or get rid of somebody's aura card, which is sort of an ongoing ability that they will have found in here, and then once played, it would go up to their aura side. So then after that, you are going to go to aggression. And that's basically going to give you a certain amount of action points equal to your aggression total. So you can bolster, which means you can add cubes to territories you're already present at. You can always add cubes to the Citadel, even if you don't have cubes there. You can advance, so you can move cubes to adjacent territories. A cube may only advance 1 territory. And then you can slaughter, so destroy enemy cubes in territories you are present. But if I have 1 cube here and Bob has 3, I can only kill 1 because I've only got the 1 dude to slaughter somebody else. So you can only slaughter up to the number of cubes you have present. But that is a way to sort of get your opponent's cultist off the board. Once you've done all that, play goes to the next player. Once everybody has gone, then we draw an Eschaton card, right? That's going to either have events or omens. So events are kind of going to give you like something happens this turn to the map. It might be getting rid of a bunch of dudes. It might be adding some dudes. Maybe nothing happens. Or you get an omen card. So an omen is sort of going to give you a scoring goal. So until the next omen card is met, you have time to try to meet whatever that requirement is. It might be controlling more territories, less territories, having more artifact or relics, things like that. We haven't seen all of them, but I mean, that's kind of the gist. So you have till the next omen card is drawn to then...
Which could be the next round, or it could be 3 rounds.
Yes. Yeah. And there's only going to be 3 omen cards played in a game. 2 of them are going to give you points. The last one is Armageddon, which ends the game. Once the game is ended, you're going to tally up all the points scored from cards that are in your deck, whether they were your Sacrificial Pyre, or maybe some of the cards you have bought, or maybe they're
in
just
your deck
still
or
in
discard.
your deck, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to combine all of those. You're going to get any points. You're going to also score your omen cards that you met the requirements for, and you're going to score points on the territories you control at the end of the game, which is super important because, I mean, some territories are going to give you like special abilities if you control it, but maybe it's not worth as many points. Some territories are kind of far out there, but worth a ton of points. There's going to be all kinds of different things. There might be relics or auras that give you multipliers, and also multipliers to your stats.
Yeah, bonuses to your stats. Like, oh, if you have 2 of these, add +1 to that stat ongoing.
Yes. And a really cool thing that Eschaton does that I really like is if on your cards, like I played these 5 cards, I didn't use this initiate for anything. She only has 1 influence. I didn't use it. I could choose to just sacrifice her. She goes up there to my sacrificial pyre, and she's out of my deck. She's cold, out of the deck, out of the way. It's a great way to
thin your deck
out, and you can do it the way you want. Now, unlike another deck building game that I love, you don't have to sacrifice them to score points. They are worth points.
There's still points whether they're in the pyre or not.
Right, but like relic cards and things like that, you're going to automatically sacrifice.
Yeah.
And that fixes a problem that we have with like Dominion.
Right, where all the ones that are worth points just sit in your hand and clog it up.
Right. The relic cards here, they only clog up your hand once.
Right, and then it's gone.
Then bye.
Yep.
And so anyways, that's a very quick and dirty on how to play Eschaton. Bob,
It's me.
let's give us your thoughts.
So when it comes to the color issues of this game, there aren't any because it's all like black and white, and it's fantastic. I love the aesthetic of this game, like just like the dark aspects of it. The way the fonts work. All these different. Everybody loves a good cult.
Yeah.
And if you're not loving it, drink more of the Flavor Aid. You'll be fine. They all have like flavor text on them, 4 different attributes that you can that you work from, and then the Player Aid cards that it gives you does a really good job of breaking down the round, how it goes, what order you resolve everything, which makes sense. It just goes right down the card, doing each one of those stats in order.
So
and then an even more detailed breakdown on the back. That's fantastic. I can't wait to play this with more people,
dude,
because that board is going to be chaotic. Like, it was a lot of back and forth. Tim and I was like, oh, I have a bunch of dudes. I'm going to put some guys in here, kill some of yours. He's like, well, I'll put some guys in there, kill some of yours. And it was, that back and forth. But imagine playing this, 4 people vying for those territories and trying to maintain control. Because certain territories, if you have control, you get these boosts and these bonuses at the start of your turn. It'll give you more effects as you play. And man, I really enjoyed what I was doing. Like, I think a lot of it made sense, right? So you have your zeal, you're drawing extra. I was going heavy on that, just trying to draw more cards each turn. And then I wanted to, since there was cards in here that were worth points and cards that have like effects on them, I was going through there and trying to add as many to my deck as I could.
Yes, you were.
And Tim, I kind of screwed myself in the beginning though, because I was calling out my initiatives. Like, that's
Initiate's
a really
too early.
Yeah, it was a really cool mechanic of what, I'm not going to buy anything this turn. I'm just going to get rid of them.
Right.
But then I was like, oh crap, I have nothing left for buy power, so I had a hard time. I was like, I'm going to buy another one. I had to replace some of those initiates to get some of that buyback going forward. Different strat. But then Tim was going heavy on the combat ones, and he had crazy combat dudes. And but it still worked out good because I won. Yeah,
my engine burned out a little bit towards the end, sort of like Bob fizzled at the beginning, and I came out strong. I came out strong and then fizzled at the end.
Yeah.
But again, kind of like you were talking about, cannot wait to play this again with multiple players.
With more people,
because there's other strategies.
Yeah, and a lot of times I feel like, a static market, it's kind of feels dull or boring, but there's such a variety because there's so many stats and they're all tweaked in different ways and they do different things. It's really interesting in a lot of different ways you can work it. It's not like you have these 3 and you're just trying to do a combination of those 3. There's a ton of them.
Yeah.
Plus all the goodies out of that deck. I had a really good time.
Well, and also, right, the fact that they're the fiends that are lurking in there. So they're really powerful cards with stats. So it's not all just auras and relics and things like that. So you're going to add these characters to your deck that are going to provide you some kind of bonus, you know, to something or other. And I just got lucky and drew like a combat heavy one.
Behemoth, and then like another dude that was super combat heavy. Manticore.
I had a couple of really combat heavy dudes. And when I was getting them on the same turn, look out.
Yeah, he's like, okay, I've got 10. Let's see here. And I was like, with my 2 and 3 in a turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time though.
So yes, I love deck building games. This was recommended to us by a friend, Jim. And he's like, I'll tell you, I warn you, it's dark, it's swingy, and it's mean. And that it is all of those things.
Accurate.
And I 100% loved it. I had a blast playing this. Even on my down turns, I still felt like things were interesting. Because you never know what the event cards are going to do. The way those... You start at the top and you work your way down. I don't know why that works so well for me, but it really does.
Yep.
Because that Zeal card even, right? Like, oh, I got another Zeal card. Like those Zeal, like I would lean heavier into Zeal next time I go.
Because you're watching me draw 5 cards in a turn, like, man, like doubled your hand size.
Just to go through that, right?
Yeah.
But you're going through your deck quicker,
that's the
right?
goal.
And you're weeding out the cards that are going to just go to your discard anyways.
Exactly.
In a fast way without
having to waste your whole turn. Oh, I got my 2 relics. They're going to be gone now. But if I could just rip them off the top and got rid of them. Yeah.
And then if you can set match some of those, you know, create sets of some of those relics, they're going to give you ongoing benefits, which is great. Controlling different areas on the map that give you these bonuses if you're controlling it at the beginning of your turn. Awesome. Love it. I have only one complaint about this game.
You didn't talk about it, so you didn't get it sooner?
Well, I guess 2 complaints. I am sad that I am late to the end of the world party here.
It's not the party you want to be late to.
No, I guess not. I guess not. But the card quality could be better. I've got to sleeve these because there's going to be a lot of shuffling. I got to sleeve these cards.
Right, and the fact that you're kind of holding them with all the darkness, it's going to show the scuffs.
It's going to show the scuffs really quickly. But if my biggest complaint is the card quality, whatever. I'm going to sleeve this game because I want to keep it around.
Yeah, I'm a TCG player. I've shuffled sleeve cards for ages. I don't mind.
Yeah, and this game will get played, so I need to sleeve it.
Yeah, and that's kind of a good problem to have. Like, well, I'm going to play it a lot, so I guess I better sleeve it.
Yeah. Even if the cards were great quality, I'd sleeve it anyways, just because of the amount of handling you're doing with the cards.
Correct.
You don't really have to sleeve that deck if you don't want to, because it's not getting shuffled into your deck, but I would definitely sleeve all of these cards. There's 294 of them.
Damn.
So definitely sleeve all of those. All right. Well, I guess we need to rate this game.
Yeah.
Bob, how do we do that at the Board Game Rundown?
Here at the Board Game Rundown, we're going to give this game a rating between 0.5 and 10. We're going to take our score, we're going to average them together, and that'll be the score that you see the BGR gives it on BGG, Discord, things like that, where you might find a rating.
Ooh. All right, Bob.
That's me.
It's the end times.
It's the end of the world.
As we know it. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
You should feel fine.
Yeah, I should feel fine.
Anyways.
Damn it.
You missed.
Let's do that again. Take it.
Missed it.
It's the end of the world. How do you feel, Tim?
I feel fine.
Dang it.
Gotcha. Okay, Bobby, what do you rate
for realsies
Eschaton?
From
From 0.5 apocalypses to 10 apocalypses. How do you feel?
8 out of 5. What apocalypse again?
8.5.
8 out of 5.
You were all discombobulated.
I was. No, it's an 8.5 for me.
8.5.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic. I would like to own this game because I think it would look super cool in my collection.
Yeah,
and definitely want to play it again. It's one I would reach for.
Yeah, this is a 9. This game is all the things I love. Right, this is like an easier, more accessible Cthulhu Wars, which is really mean and swingy. You know, but it's kind of a similar. You're just throwing dudes on a map and you're going at each other. You know. Again, all the card combinations felt really good. I didn't win, but I felt like I was in it to the very end. Actually, I felt like I was ahead till the very end. Actually, you did. Well, I was, and then you took a bunch of territories, which worked out in your favor.
It did.
But it still felt really good, and I had no pain points, no frustration, or
no feels
anything.
bad.
Yeah, no, this was just super fun, really dark, grim.
Yeah.
So what does that give us?
So here at the Board Game Rundown, we round up. That's an 8.8.
Yeah, because we're optimists, even at the
end
times.
Here at the end times. You know what though? This could be fun.
But yeah, this game was great. I did ask them very politely for a copy of this for review. They gave us this and the co-op expansion, so we'll have to try that out.
I'll mention too, if you go to a con, you're gonna see them. They stand out. Their booth is huge.
Yes.
You can see the aesthetic from like across the hall. They sell these amazing dice bags that have a flat bottom on it. Comes with dice, $10. You go to a con, you're spending way more than that for dice bags and stuff like that. This is not a paid promotion, by the way. I bought 4 of them and I started adding them to other games because they're great for games you have to pull stuff out of, and they're a nice quality bag on there. So
was Mike's baby hands? Were they able to get in those?
Yeah, he actually stole one of my bags because we played a game the other night and it came with like a really crappy bag and he's could hardly get his somehow large baby mitts. They're fat.
He's got fat wrists
and stubby fingers.
Stubby fingers.
That's right. So he couldn't get his mitt in his little. So he bought one of those, and he ended up taking one of mine. He's like, "I'll buy another one when we go down there for Gen Con." I said, "Okay, it's fair."
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That we know they'll be
funny.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was awesome. This was really cool. They have a great booth. We talked to a couple of the guys there. They were really nice, really friendly. I cannot express enough how much I love the art and the aesthetic in this. Again, I just gotta like gush a little bit because it's really cool. It lends itself to the vibe perfectly. Well, that's all I got, man.
That's all I got.
And I got an Armageddon to get to, so we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let us know what your favorite deck builder is in the comments. And if you haven't played Eschaton, why not? I guess you could let us know that too. If you like the video, please consider liking, subscribing, thumbs up, join our Discord. Come check us out on a Whiskey Wednesday. We live stream
that's true.
every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. And if you can't be there, join us on the rewatch next day.
Yeah.
That's about it for the Board Game Rundown. I've been Tim.
Bob.
See you next time. If there is one.